Okay, all good. Okay, welcome to NAMM 2016 Gretsch stand. We're looking at the new Players Edition Gretsch Pro Series models here. This particular one, of course, the flagship of the Gretsch world, the White Falcon. With the new Players Edition, we're looking at modern, contemporary features, making it the guitar that you can use every gig, every song, every night, without worrying about any untoward issues that you may expect. They're never going to happen. So let's start at the top here. We've got the classic Falcon headstock. You know that big headstock. Around the back here we have the locking tuners. So you've got a secure anchor for the strings, which firstly makes restringing really, really easy. Secondly, holds the tuning much better. Strings then from the tuners, they come down to the nut here, which is the Graphtec Tusk XL nut. So it's self-lubricating and it's artificial ivory, so it has great sustain, great tone, great full tone on there. But most importantly, the strings just slide on through. When you're using the Bigsby or when you're retuning, there's no friction there at all, so much better for tuning. Classic ebony neck, of course, on a Falcon. Going down here to the Gretsch high-sensitive Filtertron pickups. And then we have the bridge on this one is the Gretsch Rocking Bar bridge, which we think is the best bridge you can get. It's one solid piece of brass, it's comfortable, it looks good, the tone and sustain is superior, and that's mounted on a pinned ebony bridge base, so this bridge doesn't move about. It's not going to slide anywhere because it's pinned to the top of the body. Finally, this is a really cool new feature. The Bigsby is the new string-through Bigsby. No more worrying about the ball ends popping off the pins on the Bigsby there. They just slot right through those holes there and makes restringing a dream, and improves the tonality and makes everything just more secure. So that's the visual stuff. Oh, the body as well, by the way, is a little bit thinner. Regular Falcon is 2 3/4 inches deep. This is 2 1/4, so you just got a little bit more manageable body. Get your arm around there and not have any fatigue over the course of a gig. Got shallow strap locks as well. You don't want to drop something like this, do you, of course? And just in case you did, we've reinforced the jack plug. So it's got a metal plate on there and a wooden block inside, so there's no worries about having any damage if somebody treads on your lead or you drop the guitar or anything like that happens. So really cool features to make them really roadworthy for the rigours of the road when you're gigging, when you're touring. Other features hidden inside here we have on the volume control, there's a treble bleed. So this is your master volume right here. And you've got the treble bleed on that one. And then with the other two controls, you have the 2 volumes for each pickup. And then finally you have the master tone control, sorry. This is a no-load tone control, which means if you put it all the way to 10, it's completely bypassed. And then when you turn it down, you have a really smooth transition down in tone, thanks to the squeeze box capacitors, which paper in oil capacitors, vintage style, give a really cool vintage tone on there. And finally you have the ML bracing in the guitar, which is a modern version of trestle bracing. Really improves sustain and the fullness of the sound, while also maintaining that hollow body, the big open hollow body sound. And you can see here we have several Players Edition guitars. The specifications I just talked to you about are available on all these Players Edition guitars. So you have the Falcons, you have the Country Gentleman, down here you have the Tennessee Rose, the Falcon there in left-handed, and just over the other side we have the Nashville models and we have the anniversary models. Interesting to see on the anniversary model here we have a new colour scheme as well. This is a Lotus Ivory on the top, and then it's a 2-tone scheme, and we have this charcoal metallic on the back. It's a really cool striking colour scheme, and as I said, with all those features I mentioned before, really great workhorse guitar. Every song, every night, every gig, you can play these things all day long and they'll never let you down. So that's the Players Edition series. Okay, again here at the Gretsch booth on NAMM, we're really proud to introduce this brand new series of Gretsch guitars, the Streamliner collection. This is a brand new series of guitars which really is, while they're new, they also have many features that look back at the rich legacy of Gretsch history. The series is made up of 3 models. Each model has 3 variations, 2 with Bigsby, 1 without, in several colour options. Some of these colours are brand new, some of them you'll have seen before. Let's start over here on the left. I'm going to pick this one up. Let's have a look at these features. So obviously this is a classic Gretsch guitar, big hollow body, 16 inches across. You've all seen this body shape before, 6120 anniversary model, Tennessee Rose, have all had this body shape. It's a classic big body, hollow body Gretsch. And of course this colour, this particular colour is Flagstaff Sunset, which we've had since 1958 on the original Tennessee Rose. The big deal about these new guitars, and this is on all the guitars in the Streamliner collection, is these new pickups. These are the Gretsch Broadtron pickups. They're brand new, exclusive to this particular range of guitars. They're developed by the Gretsch R&D team, led by Chris Fleming in this case. And we call them the Gretsch Broadtron because, firstly, obviously they're slightly wider and physically than a Filtertron pickup, but also they have that big, broad, wide, full sound. We really voiced them to have something towards the classic Gretsch Filtertron sound, but also with that slightly smoother tone that you get from a traditional humbucker. So the result of that is real good clarity on the top end. You get the famous Gretsch twang, but also the fuller sound, which is really suitable for modern rock styles. As I say, absolutely brand new pickups. These are not any pickup that we've done before, and exclusive to this Streamliner range. The colour you're looking at there was Gold Dust, and now let's move on to these double cut guitars. So the double cut series of Streamliners. These are the centre block guitars. So you can see they're a thin line, 1 3/4 inches deep. And we have a centre block going down the middle of this guitar, which we call the trestle block. It's a spruce block and it's chambered. That's why we call it trestle block, because it's chambered all the way down the middle. Firstly, makes it a really lightweight guitar. Secondly, gives it a slightly fuller tone, like you could expect from a Gretsch, but with a little bit more focus and that feedback resistance that the centre block is for. It has those same pickups. Let's talk a little bit about the other features. The pickguard is a classic Gretsch feature. You may recognise the shape from Duojet guitars. The knobs here, the gold back clear Perspex knobs, are a Gretsch feature. They're inspired by the original Electro 1, Electro 2 models from the early 50s. If we look at the neck, we have the big block inlays, which you'll recognise from the early and mid-50s guitars such as the Duojet and the 6120 and the original Streamliner, in fact. And then the headstock shape is a classic 6120 headstock shape, bound, and of course proudly proclaiming Gretsch on the headstock there, because these are Gretsch guitars. We're not trying to rename them with any sub-brand or anything like that. We're proud that these are Gretsch guitars, and they are absolutely Gretsch. So this one is a new colour as well, Torino Green. You've got the Bigsby B70 on there. As I said, all these guitars are available, 2 models with Bigsby, 1 model without Bigsby. The double cutaway without Bigsby is this one here, and you can have a look at that new tailpiece. That's the Gretsch V-stop tailpiece. It's inspired by Gretsch legacy, as I said, with most of the features on these guitars. You'll see that V-shape on the famous Cadillac tailpiece that you find on Falcons and Penguins. You'll also see that V and the V cutout of Gretsch branded Bigsby's, so it has a lot of history within the brand. And this is the walnut stain colour, which obviously also has a lot of history with Gretsch brand. You'll recognise from many 60s guitars such as the Country Gentleman. Finally, on the Streamliner collection, we have the centre block junior model. You can see it's a more compact, more easily manageable perhaps shape to use. It's 13.5 inches across, the same as our Duojet models, but still semi-hollow. It has that centre block down the middle, the chambered centre block, the trestle block that I talked about earlier. But yeah, this one's got the Bigsby B50 on it, and just kind of the guitar that you can throw around the stage when you're rocking out. Really cool little compact thing, and as I say, this one, as with the other models, 2 models with Bigsby, 1 model was out, so the black and the walnut stain there you can get with the Bigsby, and we have the Flagstaff Sunset without the Bigsby, with that new Gretsch V-stop tail that I mentioned before. So that's the new Streamliner range. A lot of guitar for the money. You're going to have great tones out of these. It's really going to rock your world. It's an entry into the Gretsch world if you haven't already got to us. If you're already with Gretsch, then this is a great backup guitar, great second guitar, just a great other guitar to have. One for the collection, one for everyone's collection. Really great guitars. So that's Gretsch at NAMM show. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much.